How much of an influence did Coach Stevens and the women's basketball program at Bentley in general have on your decision to become a Falcon?
I feel like I'm kind of a unique story. So I'm a local kid from Winthrop, Mass. And I grew up going to Bentley basketball camps at a young age. Since fourth, fifth grade, I was there, and I had the opportunity year after year to go in and listen to Coach Stevens talk at the camp and see the players, all the former alum who are working the camp. And just getting that feeling of like, wow, at a young age, that's a program I want to be a part of. Like, I want to grow up and play for Bentley. So when I got the call and had the opportunity to play for Coach Stevens and for Bentley University, it was a no-brainer for me. I jumped right on it.
You really excelled your first playing season following a preseason knee injury that sidelined you from your freshman season. How did Coach and her staff play a role in easing you back from that injury?
Yeah, the ACL is never an easy injury for anyone, and unfortunately, it's being more common in basketball nowadays. And not only does it affect you physically, but it definitely affects you mentally too. I remember getting the news that I had torn my ACL, it's devastating for sure. And you just think, that's it. I'll never be back to the same full capacity that I was at playing basketball. But my teammates and Coach Stevens remind me every day that that's not the case. I was going to come back from this. I remember sitting down with Coach Stevens one of those days and her telling me that, right now this doesn't seem great, but it's going to end up being one of the best things that's happened to you. And she was right. That first year I had the opportunity to learn so much from the sidelines, and really taking the knowledge of college basketball, as it was way different from high school. And then it gave me an extra year, and that fifth year ended up being, the year I got to come back and we won a national championship. So I'd say it was all worth it, and they played a huge part in getting me back.
How hard was that season-ending loss in 2013, and how much did that motivate you and your teammates leading into 2014?
Yeah, you're so right. Coming back from my fifth year was a no-brainer. I mean, having the opportunity to play another year of basketball, the sport I loved, and to play for Coach Stevens and be around my teammates, I didn't think twice about it. But yeah, that 2013 loss versus Dowling, I think had a lot to do with our run in 2014. At that point, we were hosting the regionals that year. We were playing good basketball down the stretch, and then to take a loss like that on your home court, it was devastating. It was devastating for all of us. And I think it really motivated us the next year to come back, and we didn't want to feel that feeling anymore. We wanted to push through that point, and it definitely fueled our run in 2014 to a national championship.
It's 2014, you're in the national championship. Walk me through what was going through your head prior to and during that phenomenal comeback that you guys had.
Sure. Yeah. It's always good to kind of think back on that time, because it's a memory that you'll have forever. And I think Erie, Pennsylvania will forever be one of my favorite places in the country. That national championship game, it was a tough one all around. We were playing a really good West Texas A&M team, and it was a very even match. I mean, it was back and forth halftime. It was a tie score. It was a close game the whole way. And then late in the second half, they pulled away. I think it got up to about 9 points at one point that they had a lead on us. And we didn't give up, though. There was no sense of quitting or feeling bad for ourselves at that point. We kept playing hard. And the next thing you know, it turned really fast. It turned, 6 points in 13 seconds fast. We joke about it, sometimes we're like, I don't even remember what happened, because, it just happened so quick. And the next thing you know, we're in a tie game, and we made some plays down the stretch, and we finished the way we wanted to. And, that buzzer went off, and it was just a pure sense of joy. It was joy for my teammates, for Coach Stevens, for the program to, finally get that national championship win. Was just, a feeling that you're never going to forget.
If you could sum up your time playing for Coach Stevens in just a few sentences, what would they be?
Sure. I think it's hard. I've been thinking about this question, because I think it's hard to really put into a couple sentences what it's meant to play for Coach Stevens. But it truly is life-changing. And I don't mean that specifically all basketball, because it's really not. It's so much more than just basketball playing for Coach Stevens. She really helped me grow as a person off the court a lot, from the time I stepped in as a freshman to when I graduated. She gave me an opportunity to continue playing basketball and to play for a program that's a true family. And my teammates have become friends that I'm going to have for a lifetime now. And she gave me that opportunity and really helped me grow. And that is something that I'm going to be forever grateful for.